Hey, what's up? Okay, no, we have to come up with a good intro. All right, so welcome back to frick, I forgot the name of this show. Oh, the Geometry Show. Okay, hold on a sec. My headphones unplugged. Everything is going horrible right now. I want a sippy cup melon. All right, this is the official start. All right, so welcome back to episode 2 of the Geometry Show, and today with me I have Geometry Aurorus. Say something.
Hola. Hable español.
See.
Muy bien.
Yay. Okay, so let us just get right into thine questions. So, what's your favorite game other than GD?
Definitely, I'd probably say
Osu.
Osu.
Boom,
I've been
got him.
playing that a lot, or I'd probably say like Counter Strike or something like that. Those types of games, like first person shooters are fun, but like rhythm games are probably the most fun.
That's pretty Geometry nice. So, how old are you?
I am 16.
What's your favorite food?
Okay, that's kind of a hard one because I really like tacos. I really like tacos, but I also like enchiladas. So like one of those two or mozzarella sticks. I don't know. I like a lot of food. Okay, like you know,
Pretty good, pretty good.
just gonna say that.
All right. So, tell me about your monitor.
It's a 144 hertz. I have two, and double the fun, I guess.
What are your plans for 2.1?
My plans for 2.1. Okay, so I have a few levels that I'm obviously going to release. I have a. I don't know if I should definitely release it, but I should. I have a few extreme demons that I will be verifying this update, depending on how much time I have, and they're all my mega collabs. So
Are you
yeah,
going to record them for the list?
that's a pretty funny meme, dude. It's not like that came from 2016.
Are you, though?
Of course.
All right. Even though this isn't on the survey, I'm just going to say this anyways. So, tell me what you think about the list.
Um, I think the list is somewhat nice to like keep like records and tabs on like people who have beaten stuff, but I also feel like the list is also kind of biased towards like just the list editor's point of view. I feel like they should get the entire community's point of view and people that have actually beaten the level. Like most of the I think there's like I don't think anyone actually on the list editor team has actually beaten Sonic Wave or has actually beaten um, Athanatos. So I mean, I really don't think that they should be able to have an opinion on a level they haven't beat because there's a difference between beating a level and doing a start position run or practicing it. Because when you beat a level, you can really determine its difficulty for the amount of hell it brought on you. So that's my opinion.
True, because a lot of people have like different varieties of what they would call like a
Yeah.
medium and a hard and a yeah. So, well, Wabbit beat Sonic Wave. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so what are your actually? How do you like 2.1 first?
It's not that bad. I was expecting a little bit more. I really like the icons and stuff. They're pretty nice. A nice, like,
Yeah,
kind of refreshing. Um, I would definitely have to say the achievements are absolute ass. Like, it shouldn't have became a farming game. It should have been like more levels or something like that, or maybe like a new like the whole currency thing is just dumb, in my opinion.
you know what
Um,
I hate about like the new icons?
what?
Like some of them are cool, but
Some of them are
the
kind of weird.
people the people who like just join the community and decide they want to like just start trying to get good, nobody is just gonna eventually get to 8,000 stars, and
Yeah,
there's
that's the thing.
nobody's
Like,
gonna like
Rob
act.
Top kind of like featured this update mostly towards I guess like veteran players who like star grind. But for example, he spent way too much time on World because he's like World will get unknown creators noticed. Well, guess what? All of the creators that were on World were all famous creators who didn't even deserve to get noticed in
Adio.
the first place. Yeah. So, in my opinion, RobTop kind of messed up a lot on that point, but I feel like he did a lot of good work, like on the most of the icons, um, and definitely just like the whole like layout of the game and like the gameplay and stuff. But I feel like he had like a lot of errors that he could have fixed.
Um, so what country do you live in?
The
Slash city.
United States,
State?
United States, California.
Good enough. All right. So, how do you feel about the accusations towards you lately?
Honestly, at this point, I could care less about any accusations made towards me. It's just a game. It's I'm not like really butthurt over it. I kind of knew if I didn't record after that, I was like, if I didn't have like a recording or anything, that my channel would just be loaded with hate. And at this point, I'm kind of used to it. Not really bothered about it anymore. I'll just continue uploading videos, ignoring those comments and stuff. Like, I honestly could care less.
Hmm. All right. So, what do you think your next extreme is going to be?
Well, everyone was telling me to like do Yada and Sonic Wave, but like honestly, those levels, like super long levels like that are just so inconsistent, aren't even fun anymore. Like after doing Athanagus, that kind of killed my playing career because spending months on like a level wasn't that fun to me anymore, and I found creating fun again. But if I am to do another extreme demon, which I will, it's definitely going to be my 3 mega collabs, which will be periodically throughout this update or the next update.
So, what's your favorite extreme that you've beaten so far?
Well, I've only beaten two, so I mean, I definitely have to say Athanatus because that gameplay, I mean, it's really bad, but I think Bloodbath gameplay was a lot worse, in my opinion. And also, the Athanatus design is what really made me want to beat it, along with the song. So I definitely have to say Athanatus is probably my favorite Extreme Demon that I've beaten so far.
Is BB the other one?
Yeah.
All right, nice. So, that's the end of like the complete question, like the list of questions that Geometry
Mhm.
Dash Nice gave me. But I'm just gonna ask you, what are your thoughts on Wabbit beating Sonic Wave, quote unquote?
Okay, so me and Wabba go way back, and he always wanted to beat Sonic Wave. But I mean, honestly, I've never really had faith in him doing it because, Sonic Wave on 60 hertz is so hard because of the amount of input delay you will have and stuff. So, like, to be honest, I don't think it would technically be possible in 60 hertz. Like, I don't see anyone beating it on 60 hertz anytime soon, at least. And the fact that, well, I mean, the fact that Wabbit did it on a copy didn't show attempts, which would show objects, which would show if any jump pads were added for an invisible auto, and he didn't stream it ever. Low detail mode. I think I probably already said that, but it's just there's a whole bunch of suspicious things along with it, and he hasn't made any proof like that he actually beat it, and he's refusing to stream. So I hope he beat it legit, but I honestly at this point I don't think he did, considering he won't prove anything to us right now. And by us I mean basically anyone who's suspicious of him. The thing is, he had no excuse to beat Sonic Wave on a copy because there wasn't any bugs because he beat it before 2.1 came out. So there was no bugs whatsoever. So he could have just beat it on Sonic's version and he wouldn't have gotten accused or anything. Nothing would have been suspicious. I would have been fine with it. But the fact that he verifies it on the copyable with low detail mode and his literal spam wave movements, they go from like very uniform to like spamming like I haven't ever seen before. It's just honestly, it's like the common invisible auto. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I don't care if I get hate for saying this, but like he honestly isn't like that good of a player, and he's definitely not a legendary player. So I honestly don't think he would ever beat Sonic Wave.
True. Now, okay, I was at school. Uh, I had a little bit of free time to myself. So I go on Wabbit Sonic Wave video and I watch it in slow motion. And you know how we noticed that he skipped an orb the other day?
Yeah, I remember that.
That
Oh yeah, that's another thing. It's like he literally skips a jump orb in that cube section. I know a lot of people will say, "Oh, maybe it's just the timing." I'm just gonna say, why? Like all you have to do is spam on that part. Who is gonna make some bullshit timing like that and is gonna skip an orb? Like no one's going to do that. People, when you have that adrenaline rush when getting to the second cube, you're not gonna click slow. When you have an adrenaline rush, you like click faster than you think you had before because it's you just want to beat the level.
Continuing on that, the biggest aspect of the fact that I think he hacked it is that that little thing there isn't there anymore.
What do you mean?
If you go on the video, he doesn't skip the orb anymore. So he swapped out the clips.
Possibly, yeah. I kind of think, and plus he also deleted all his videos too, except for his Sonic Wave 100%. So I don't know. I don't know what's up with that.
Oh, so that wasn't just my school blocking his videos.
No, it's just his Sonic Wave video that's uploaded now,
What an
which
idiot.
is eliminating all evidence of any invisible auto.
Oh yeah,
Just like,
what do you think of Flames making a level on you, making a boss fight level?
honestly, he needs to stop. He Here, I'll actually get the picture like of like what he said to me and what he did to me, so you guys can put it in this video. So I definitely think people should definitely see who he really is and what he did to me and Riot and a bunch of other people who was in the best friends chat with me, Riot, Mifui, and Wabbit and everyone. He basically what he does is he manipulates people into thinking that other people are talking shit about the other person, and then he'll just fuck them over. He hacked into my account one time. Like I don't even know how he got the password. I think Wabbit might have told him or something, and then he got into my account, deleted all my uploaded levels, and this was on my Aurorus account, and then posted some weird stuff. And then he's also the one that deleted my second YouTube channel, in which had a decent amount of subscribers, and he deleted it. And he also faked being friends with me for the past 4 months. And then he blames me for stealing Riot's levels when he's the one with Riot's password, and he's the one that got into Riot's account and is the one that leaked all the levels. And then he blamed it all on me. So it's a pretty shitty person.
I agree. All right. So, who do you think out of all the people you've accused? Well, no, first off to disprove like everybody's like what everyone's saying about you and all the trash people are talking about you, I'm just going to ask you who of the people that it's going around you've accused you actually don't think hack?
The people that I've accused that I don't think hack, or the people that I've accused that I was surprised.
That you don't think hack and you know for sure that you've accused before.
Honestly, I have never accused someone without people giving me evidence otherwise. Like, for example, put this in the video too. When I accused Furry Dash, the real person that wanted me to accuse him was Wabbit. Wabbit gave me all the evidence. I can give a screenshot of that too if anyone wants it. He's the one that showed me. He thought that there was a cut. Remember how, if you guys remember, I accused him of when his wave trail cut, and that was because he hit the slope a little bit later than everyone else did. So I was like, huh, why does that happen? So then Wabbit was the one that showed me that, and he's like, you should accuse him for doing this. And basically what Wabbit did was trying to get me to accuse him, because that's just being him. He wants other people to do his dirty work for him. And
I
then
actually was about to say like how he kind of threw it on top of you because he already knew like that you were gonna get like the most hate for it, and he just wanted you to do the dirty work. I completely agree. And now that I put the pieces together, I feel like Wabbit absolutely used most of you and your friends for fame, and then just threw you off the
he
trash.
uses a lot of people for fame. And then he started hating me because I didn't like someone.
Who and what do you think about friend hoppers that you've like passed, that you've met and kind of let go?
Okay, so there's like this group, and they're called apparently the Aurorus Residents, and it's pretty cringy and petty, if I could say so myself. They made basically a Discord about me, and basically trying to trash talk me in the Discord, in which I made an alternate account to get in, to get some information out of it, and I got some pretty cool information from people I thought who were my friends who apparently weren't. So when I accused Sunix, a lot of people like stopped being friends with me because they were like, "Oh, Aurorus, you're wrong. You're a bad person." Like, okay, that's just my opinion. It's my YouTube channel. I can really post like if I want to accuse someone of hacking and I actually have legitimate evidence, and that evidence still stands pretty strong, I can accuse them. I mean, there's nothing wrong in doing that. Like, it's not like I'm. Besides, I mean, like the thing is like people think I'm directing hate towards their channel. I'm just trying to say that they're most likely not legit, and my accusations have been pretty spot on for the past couple years. So I mean, that's all I have to say about that. And like the people that friend hop just because I accuse people or something like that, or maybe because I'm not nice to a certain person or I don't like a certain person, is pretty bad. Because if I treat you very nicely, for example, Flames and End Level and Dual Kiki and stuff, I was a very good friend to them, and I helped them a lot throughout their careers in this game. And um, basically, they throw me under the bus just because I don't like a certain person. For example, Wabbit. When I didn't like BH Fusion, I still don't. He's like, oh, well, I don't want to be friends with you because you don't like him. So I'm going to prevent you from ruining his GD experience. And I'm like, honestly, I don't really care at this point about friend hoppers because, like, there's so many of them. And if I find them, like, I'll just block them. There's no really point anymore in, like, trying to, like, fight with them.
Who besides Flames and Wabbit you want to expose for being bad friends?
I definitely have to say there's a big list actually, or a decent list. Um, but I'd have to say Happy, Flames, End Level, Dual Kiki, Chief Flurry. Um, there's a few others. Can't really remember their names. I remember Wabbit was another one. Um, there's a few more. Let me check my private messages. I think that was it. Possibly. Basically, just the people who made such a petty chat. Oh yeah, there's also this guy named Squandier who me and Riot were friends with, and he also backstabbed me. So I mean, there's a few people.
All right, so what do you think? Like, I'm not saying that I don't do this myself, but the community has a gigantic habit, which is the reason why like a ton of people like hate each other. And the
Hmm.
habit is like hating someone else for being friends with another person.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, there's people that hate me because I'm friends with someone else that people don't like. For example, let me think of a good example. Um, I honestly don't have that many examples I can remember, but I do remember like people like get mad at me for not liking certain people. Like I don't have to like everyone for to be your friend, stuff like that. Like I feel like that's the most stupid thing ever.
So who do you think has done this to you?
Uh, Definitely Wabbit, Flames, Dual Kiki, End Level, G Flurry, like those people.
What about Lunar?
Lunar definitely. I did not like kind of see it coming, but he came into my stream once, and it was yesterday, and he basically tells me that I'm a bad person because I don't like Tosh Deluxe or Red Husey, yet all they've done to me is bad things, so I don't know why I'd have to like them. And then he says I'm a lot worse than Tosh and Husey combined, yet Tosh is the one that steals people's content. He clickbaits, meta tags, basically dislike bots any video that says the truth about him. Like when there's a video made about me, like I'll go and like it. Like I don't even care. Like kudos to you for making a video about me. I don't really care. I'll like your video so you get a little bit of attention. Like I'm not gonna go dislike bot like Tosh would or anything like that. And what's really, really ironic and hypocritical is that Lunar literally made an I hate Tosh Deluxe like a month ago, and then it's now like dick sucking him because he's fallen out of relevancy in this community. So
I agree on that, but sometimes I feel like hate people have like people strongly despise other people, but then they just eventually like come to start loving them because they're like afraid of meeting them and stuff because of all of like the cuz what well basically what Lunar did to Tosh Deluxe cuz he's afraid of Tosh.
yeah,
So, what do you think of Tosh and all of his friends criticizing people for having less subscribers than him, even though he clickbaits all of his videos?
honestly, the thing is though is that if Tosh never deleted the meta tags on his videos, he could have gone to jail. So basically, he kind of cheated his way through the sub bracket, um, by clickbaiting, meta tagging, and just advertising his channel everywhere.
What do you think the next extreme demon will be verified? Like, which extreme demon do you think will be verified next and why?
Well, I'd have to say definitely mine because it's almost being done built, and it's not like it could be top. It could top Sonic Wave, but it's very consistent so far. So I feel like mine because honestly, Novel Boy, I got screenshots of him saying that he's probably gonna give up on Bloodlust if he doesn't get any records soon, like any new records. And then Dual Kiki, it sounds really mean, but he is definitely not gonna verify Blade of Justice at this point. Like, there's no way.
Hmm.
And then as for like Chief Flurry and his like Kinos level, his little like Sukupin help, like, that thing is definitely not. Well, the waves are so buffed you can barely see, and it's like extra long. So I mean, like honestly, he's overrating himself a lot.
Thank you, Aurorus, for joining us today. We hope you guys enjoyed the video and the interview, and we hope you guys have pretty common knowledge of what's currently going on in the community right now. And thanks for watching TGS, and see you in the next one.
Hey, do you want to join my Mega Collab?